Hey, Merry Christmas, guys. This is Zen from Infinite Set coming at you with a probably not the most cheerful deck I have, but a Granblue deck profile. Now, this deck actually holds a special place for me because it was actually the first deck I played competitively. So, first we got the starter, Captain Night Kid. Now, a lot of starters, when you ride him, he moves to a rear guard, and you can counterblast him to move him to the soul. Look at the top 10 cards, pick one Granblue unit, and put them into your drop zone, and then you shuffle your deck. So basically lets you put one card that you're going to want to have in your drop zone, or something that you're going to see as useless later on, already there. Alright, then we got for the trigger lineup, four heal triggers, 4 these Banshees, which we can put into the soul to draw one card, 3 Ghoul Cannonballs, and 4 Night Spirits. So a total of 9 crits. And then 1 Hades Steerman. Oh, sorry, 11 crits. What am I on? Hades Steerman, when you ride your grade 3 unit, if the column behind him is empty, you can call him to the rear guard slot. So basically you get a free unit if he's in your drop zone. Alright, moving on to grade 1s, we have 4 Dandy Guy Romarios, 4 Gus Jins, which is your perfect guard, 2 Evil Shades, which is your 10k booster. Now when you boost with him, you can mill the top 2 cards of your deck to make it 10k. So an easy condition, and it puts more cards into your drop zone, which is kind of the theme of this deck. Next you have 2 Skeletal Colossus. Now, this is sort of the misride chain, as I like to call it, because when you, at the beginning of your ride phase, if your opponent's at grade 2 or greater on the Vanguard slot, you may pay the cost, which is just discarding 1 Granblue from your hand. You may pick a card called Skeleton Demon Knight, which is a grade 2, from your drop zone, and ride it. If you road, you can't do this effect, though. Or you can't do a normal ride during that turn, I should say. So you can't get to grade 3 instantly, but it makes it so if you're going second and you're missing grade 2, you're kind of keeping up. Alright. Next we have Samurai Spirit. Counterblast 1, choose one of your Granblue rear guards and retire it. Have him take its place. And last but not least, for the grade 1s, we have 1 Deadly Nightmare, which is Soul Blast 2 for the same thing as Samurai Spirit. My grade 1 lineup is kind of messed up in my opinion. Alright, for grade 2s we have 3 Commodore Blue Bloods, or your 10k beaters, 3 Rune Shades, which is milling 2 cards for an additional 2k, making her hit for 11. Just sets up for some decent columns, especially against those 13k Vanguards that are going to be coming out soon. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Alright, then we got 2 Captain Night Mist, which if he's your Vanguard and you have a Captain Night Mist in your drop zone, he gets an additional plus 3k during your turn. And his other effect is Counterblast 1, choose one of your grade 1 or greater Granblue rear guards and retire it. If you have a Granblue Vanguard, call him to the rear guard. So you basically have a way to constantly have your columns hitting for somewhat decent numbers. Then the last card, 3 Skeleton World Demon Knights, which is the grade 2 version of Skeletal Colossus. All he does is the same thing. If your opponent's at grade 3 though, you basically get to search your drop zone for Ice Prison Necromancer Cocytus from your drop zone and ride him, which is kind of the main Vanguard for Granblue nowadays. Alright, for grade 3s we have Deathseeker Thanatos. Counterblast 1, retire him. When it attack hits a Vanguard, if you have a Granblue Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose a Granblue unit other than Deathseeker Thanatos from your drop zone and call it to the rear guard. I like to compare this card a lot to Alice, because instead of the soul, it kind of works with the drop zone. I do wish there was like a grade 1 variant that did the same thing, but there isn't. Then we have 3 12K beaters, known as Fencing Master Nightstorm, and 3 Ice Prison Necromancer's Concubus, which is when this unit is placed onto the Vanguard Circle, you can counterblast 2 to revive any Granblue unit, and he has limit break 4 when he attacks. If you have 4 or more damage, he gains 5k. So pretty simple. Yeah, happy holidays from Infinite Sack. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I'll be actually doing 2 videos tonight. So happy holidays. Bye.